It's that time of the week again. Hey guys, Solar here, back in with another edition of Shit. Overlord says, have I had a Marvel Legends on every single one of these? No, I don't think so. I'm trying to think what my second one was. Yeah, that's just, I've had Marvel Legends on every single one of these. Either way, that's not what we're talking about, really. Today is what happened to QC, quality control. I know back in my day, or back in the day, whatever freaking old people say, Spawn figures are pretty much the thing that broke. Spawn and early neck figures. Well, they still break, on occasion. I haven't exactly had, like, straight up breaking of an arm on a NECA figure, but it's mostly their little shit accessories that break. And then they never have replacement parts, from what I've noticed. Which is bullshit, because they still have the molds. If you reuse the molds 16,000 times, you ought to have some replacement part of some variety. Hasbro, kind of the same case. I say kind of because they do send you something. If you send them a picture of the figure that is quote-unquote broken, then typically you will receive a figure, but it'll probably be some shit you don't want. That was my case. I kudos for sending me a quote-unquote figure. However, it was not this figure. This is the figure that broke. In fact, I have him chilling in the cabinet right now. I actually want to get two of these Spider Carnages because he's got the alt head and hands, but yeah, this is my old one. Actually, some connection to this figure. This is my first or second, maybe, ETA Dreadnought's entry, and I actually got a print of a picture of this exact figure. However, there's only one issue, and that is this broke clean off. But that is because it's only connected down here and not up here. Why that's not the case, I don't know. All these ones work fine. Him, thank God for the community on Instagram. Yeah, what the heck, it's Emerald Legend. I believe it's all one word. He's kind of new on Instagram. Does some pretty good pictures. But, you can go check him out at your own leisure. But, he was nice enough to do a quick trade with me for the figure Hasbro sent me, which was the newer, I suppose, Spider-Man 2099, the white one, which I guess that's good, because that was good trade bait, because apparently there's still people looking for that thing. Even though I've seen them probably 16 times up here. I'd love to see the new wave. But we talked about that 2 weeks ago. You can go watch my video on where's all the new stuff at. Whenever you want, I guess. But, yeah, Hasbro pretty much, I don't deal with QC on their figures a lot other than shaving Flash and doing touch-ups, mostly with black, because that's all I have at the moment. But I do have to touch up his belt with some silver, and, trying to think, Shocker somewhere, like, a little patch of brown on the back of his leg. I didn't even see it last time, so it might not even be there. It might be insane. It's a good possibility. But with Hasbro, it's not so much breakage because I've only managed to quote unquote bust up 3 of their figures, and I have a lot of their figures, probably easy 100. But the one was an exclusive on Amazon, which I need to just straight up buy that set again. It's a freaking Thor figure, which is like, everyone's like, oh, it's one of the best Marvel Legends ever, but it's a piece of shit. That's the problem. And then the other one was White Tiger. Luckily, I found her in a bin for $12, so I saved money and didn't get stuck with a bath part. Yeah. So go me. But in recent molds, they have fixed this butterfly joint here. These are all the same mold. He doesn't have it, but these two do. You can actually turn it with ease now. It's really, really smooth, really clean, and connects on both top and bottom. I can tell because these you can pull them out a little bit. Not so much on this guy, but a little bit more on that guy and the symbiote Spidey. You can pull it out a little bit. But on the newer Spidey 2099 and Sunfire, you can't do that, which is nice. I like that. But mostly with Hasbro, it's just, you know, the Flash and touching up little teeny paint splotches. I mean, with me, if it's in the wrong spot, I typically take an X-Acto to it and chip it off. But Hasbro's not like full-blown, you're snapping everything off. It's more like little tiny things, which comes with reusing molds, although sometimes it's not even reusing more than once. It's using it for the first time, like in his case. But, yeah, so just shaving Flash off and doing little touch-ups if the shaving of the Flash messes with the paint. One of the Wonder Woman movie figures, the one in the robe, she had a big chunk of Flash on the back of her foot. I go to shave it, and turns out that's not the base color, even though it's about 80% of the foot. But I'm not going to give Mattel any crap, because Mattel figures typically don't have those issues. It's just that the batch of Wonder Woman figures I bought had all kinds of flaws. Like the one had loose feet. Steve Trevor is probably the best in terms of quality control. And then Hippolyta actually had a big silver paint like stroke on her arm. Luckily I was able to shave that off. Not too bad. So Mattel, you know, they do unique molds. You gotta do a little bit of work sometimes, but it's not too bad. NECA and McFarlane's where we get into snapping limbs and breaking shit. McFarlane needs to get new plastic. That new Spawn figure is shit. It breaks in the hands when you try to put the guns in. What the hell? Not to mention, McFarlane needs to quit making statues and make some freaking posable figures. He's been doing it with The Walking Dead and Halo for freaking 10 years. Why the hell can't he do it with Spawn? Why can't he do it with anything else? Why the hell is he still making sports figures? No one's buying that shit. Either way, I need to do they're gonna get their own video, possibly, in the future, because I'm probably going to wind up buying that Spawn figure eventually. And then there's NECA. NECA's not so bad in terms of plastic in the joints. At least not on what I buy. I do have Ash. I will say the plastic on him is a little stiff. Maybe not the best, but I haven't broken it. Knock on wood. Same with my Predators. You know, I kind of don't like the gummy plastic, if you've noticed. Some of the Predators use that, but most of the time all the joints work. The only places where it's hard plastic is typically the gauntlets, the hands, and the feet, I believe. The rest seems to have a pretty, it's got a little give to it, which is okay. I don't want it to be too brittle, but I don't want it to be too soft. Like bicep swivels, I really like elbow joints, the elbow swivels. I don't mind that because it looks better, and you're not going to break it that way. The only way you're going to break it is if it's made out of shitty plastic. That's all there is to it. Even if it's stuck, you can heat it up, pop it out, put it back in, it'll probably work. So, I don't know. But, yeah, the QC thing, I think in 2017 is a bit ludicrous, to be honest with you. It's ridiculous, the fact that they can't get the shit right. I mean, it's not even really with toys, it's just plastic in general. What the fuck happened to plastic? It's like plastic in the 90s was fucking steel. You could not break that shit unless you, like, gnawed it and chopped it off. Like, my Gargoyles figures, I bet you one of those weighs about 2 Marvel Legends. And I'm talking about basic shit, not like freaking the big-ass Goliath with all the armor on, or even the one with the spring-up action. So, that's really my concern, is what the hell's happening to plastic. It's getting really, really shitty over the years. I don't even think it's the molds. I think it's just the plastic's getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. They're starting to feel like crap. Like, the Marvel Legends released in 2014, the Black Cat figure, really smooth, really nice, not a lot of give, not a lot of gumminess to it, really, really solid figure. And then you get female figures now and they're gummy as hell. What the fuck? What happened? So, yeah, but I guess I can't say too much, give that too much praise, because the Carnage I have, he squeaks in the ab crunch and his crotch peg connecting his legs is loose. And why is the peg separate? That's fucking stupid. Why is it a circle too? Like, jeez, why not just make it a square so it doesn't move? I mean, it's clearly rotating somehow. I don't know. All I know is that I feel like I should be making this shit, because it's like, dude, functions are not right, and then the form suffers because of it. But, I don't know. The day collectors run the toy industry is the day freaking make bank on making these stupid rant videos for you to watch every Sunday. But with that being said, hope you enjoyed this edition of Shit Overlord Says. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. This was really, really long.